Hello, welcome back. Today I am going to do what traditionally I would have called an empties. We're going to give it kind of like a project pan spin because given that I've just posted a video about maybe not spending quite so much money and doing a bit of a low buy for January, I thought I would encourage you to use up what you have. I am the absolute worst for having half open bottles, or half full rather, bottles of body lotion in my bedside table. It's like overflowing at this point. So you could kind of call it a project pan, but I am absolutely gonna work through my stash of stuff, especially the stuff I've already opened, and so you will see more videos like this from me. So anyway, let's get started. Don't save every single box because it would be insane, but I use a lot of this. I really do like it. The Radox Muscle Therapy, the one in the box, not the ones in the bags. I've spoken about this so much that Radox once contacted me and sent me some of their newer products. They do bath bombs, they do like different, you know, like in the Ziplocky kind of bags. Not keen. This is the one. If you've actually got aches and pains, I'm not talking about, oh, you just want like a nice bath. Fine, have at it, whatever. But if you've actually got aches and pains, if you've been like working hard at the gym, not my vibe at all. Or if you've just like feeling 85, if you're just aging faster than you thought you probably would. I have a really bad back and shoulders, and there's a whole tension, stress related pain that I've developed over the past decade. And this is the only thing that really, really helps in terms of like a hot bath, hot water bottle, this. It gives me such relief. And although it might be temporary, it really does do something. And when I've mentioned it in the past, loads of people have said they've purchased it for themselves, for relatives, and a lot of people have found that it works for them as well. I don't care if it's psychosomatic. It really does help to alleviate the pain, and so I will continue to talk about it forever. Shampoo is another thing that I really struggle to get excited about. Very few shampoos make me think I want to buy that one again, but this I really did like. It's the Clarify and Shine Apple Cider Vinegar Shampoo from OGX. I mean, as you can tell, super shiny right now, but my hair is much darker than it used to be. Shine is everything. Shine is everything that I want. And this helped even when I was blonder, really did get that kind of squeaky clean feeling, number one, which is something that I'm always craving, especially because I love some dry shampoo. But also the shine that I often feel like I'm missing because I don't like a lot of conditioner. I feel like it weighs my hair down, or I have a lot of hair, it's very, very fine, and it can just kind of look quite dull when I use a lot of conditioner. So I tend to like leave in sprays and creams and things like that. But I don't always get the same kind of shine. This was really, really good. And it's been in here for months and I completely forgot about it because I had other shampoos to use up. And the next time I need to buy one, I'm going to buy this. I have another shampoo in here that I'm actually getting rid of before I used the whole thing because I was so unimpressed by it. It's the Elvive Extraordinary Oil More Than Shampoo. It's supposed to basically be like a shampoo slash conditioner slash mask all in one. It's supposed to be great if you've got particularly damaged hair, I think. It says 3 times more softness, 2 times more detangling, more nutrition and discipline for dry hair. I think the main issue is that my hair wasn't particularly damaged. Although it's long, I don't do a tremendous amount of heat styling. I had put bleach on it last year. I did have a few colour treatments which maybe did dry it out a tiny bit, but not that much. And especially at my roots, I have quite oily hair. So it just didn't clean my hair enough. When I first used this, I was like, oh, you know, it's not that bad. And the more I used it, the more I thought they just don't feel like it's cleaning my hair. And I don't know whether or not that was build up, like if every few times you use this, you need to use something clarifying. But I really do crave that clean feeling. And I didn't get that with this. If you do have really textured or dry hair, maybe if you've got naturally curly hair, I know my daughter doesn't dislike this and she's got coloured and much more textured hair than me. But for me, I think if you've got fine hair or your hair isn't that dry, and in fairness to it, it does say it's for dry hair, but if you're looking at this and thinking, well, my hair is coloured and maybe it could do with it, it might not be for you. Same as this. This has been in there so long it's dusty. The It's a 10 Miracle Moisture Shampoo. This was sent to me. I just wasn't impressed. It was just shampoo. It didn't do anything special. It wasn't something that I used it and was like, I have to buy this again. But as with so many things, you have to be the target audience, and I just don't think I am the target audience for like super moisturising shampoos and conditioners right now. It's not that they're bad, it's just that they're not for me. I have a couple of body washes. The first is the Ameliorate Nourishing body wash. I was quite disappointed by this because I really, really like the moisturiser, but this was just, I didn't really see the point of it. It's not on your skin for long enough for any of the active ingredients to really work or do anything. It's a bit like a cleanser. Like if you've got a cleanser with active ingredients, it's not, you're putting it on your face and then you're washing it straight off. If it's a body lotion, then okay. But I think if it's a body wash, then it feels like a bit of a swizz, to be quite honest. Again, this was sent to me. I do really like their lotions. I think they're great for like bumpy skin. This wasn't all that. I've had a couple of these Rituals, what are they called? Foaming shower gels. They're fun. And I think if you're using them as like a shaving gel, you're going to use a small amount and you'll get your money's worth. They smell really nice. I really like the Rituals range of scents. But if you've got children, this will probably be gone within a week. Not fantastic value for money if you're sharing a bathroom with children. But if you want like a foamy, fun version of a body wash and you live alone and your things are safe, you might enjoy that. Honestly, I have had to just go through my empties on my channel to be like, have I done this before? Have we already talked about? And I think what it is because I was doing Friday faves and fails all throughout last year. Every time there was something that was disappointing, I talked about it already. So this feels like if you've already watched all those videos, you've heard me say all of these things. But I feel like I'm repeating myself. Moving on to something you've heard me say before. Lacura Original Hot Cloth Cleanser. This is the Aldi version of the Lieu Hot Cloth Cleanser. You can get a Superdrug version. To me, it makes no difference. I really, really like a thick cleanser. I'm actually out of this at the moment. I'm using the Fenty, whenever I say this people mock me, but cleanser, because it is it's C-L-E-A-N-S apostrophe R. So it is like cleanser. I'm sure that's not how Rihanna says it, but I'm using that one at the moment and I'm actually, wait for it, double cleansing. I know, but it does feel, because it's not as thick, I do really enjoy that cleanser, but it's not, I don't feel like I get everything off. I do one cleanse for my makeup and a second cleanse for my skin. I know. Feels like such a waste of cleanser, but it's what I'm doing at the moment. Whereas when I use something like this, I really do feel like it's all coming off. I know I should probably do a second cleanse, but I just don't want to like bend to the will of all of the beauty experts and do as they say. In a couple of years, I'll be like, yeah, you were right, but, oh man, I hate to be told. Again, talking of ingredients that do things, the Mamma Mia Pregnancy Boob Tube. I am not pregnant, but I have purchased this several times in the last couple of years. It's good stuff. It's very similar to the Ameliorate. It's got kind of like, it's got ingredients in it that smooth your skin. This, I actually used to use this when I was pregnant, and then, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Lovely Jubblies! Lush did a version called Lovely Jubblies, which is basically like a thicker cream, actually. It's very expensive for a small amount, but it had something in it and you would just get the smoothest chest in the entire world. In the entire world. So I used to use Boob Tube when I was pregnant. It came in a terrible packaging. It was like a really hard plastic with a pump and you could never get it all out. And it was expensive. I didn't spend that kind of money on body care at that time. And it was one of the more expensive things. It was a real treat. It was about £19–20 for this thing that lasted like 2 weeks. But it was really, really effective. So I got it again. This is my second one of these. And I don't use it every night because, again, it feels expensive. It feels expensive. But I do just use it kind of on my neck and like here. And oh my God. So smooth. So smooth. It smells nicer than Ameliorate. I don't mind the scent of Ameliorate. But this smells nicer than Ameliorate. And it does feel more nourishing. Whereas the Ameliorate feels thinner. It feels kind of more like it sits on the skin, a bit like sticky residue, just the tiniest amount. Still super effective, and it still helps to give that kind of smooth effect, especially if you've got like bumpy skin here or you're prone to like ingrown hairs. I get on my tops of my thighs, back of my thighs, all of that area. I love Ameliorate for there, but where it's like up here, it just feels a little bit more luxurious. Again, maybe that's psychosomatic because it's more expensive. But I do really, really like that, and I probably will purchase that again. This Pixie Rose Body Balm was sent to me. So blah. I don't get it, honestly. They also sent me some masks, and I used them a few times. They're like big pots of mask. I used them a few times, and I was like, oh, I quite like this. It's like a like a gel mask. And then the more I use them, I'm like, I just don't think they're doing anything. A lot of Pixi stuff is great. And then a lot of it is just, why? It is really, really strange because usually you'll get a brand where you like everything or there are some standout products. But with Pixi, it almost feels like right down the middle, this stuff is great and this stuff is just nothing, like really, really bland. It's a really strange brand. But it is very much like, these are the products that are keeping it together and these are the products that are just like padding it out. That's what it feels like. This body balm is one of those products. So blah. It just smells like, it didn't feel hydrating. I was not a fan. The Nivea lotion, extra rich moisturizing. Yes, this was good stuff and I will buy this again. I usually use a moisturizer every single night on my legs. I have the most incredibly itchy skin. I don't know what's going on, to the point of I'm almost going to go to the doctor and say, there's something happening. I don't have psoriasis. I don't have like sores or any kind of, there's nothing that you could see, but it's so itchy, I will like scratch to the point of breaking the skin. Every single day. There's no particular reason. It's not my washing powder. I've tried loads of different changes. It's not what I'm using in the shower. It's not my moisturizer. There's no one particular thing that I can pinpoint and say, oh, it's this. Because I've changed loads of things and nothing's changed it. And I've always been an itchy person. But particularly my legs, I mean, my back is crazy itchy. And just, you know, everywhere actually. Even my head itches, now we're talking about it. Really, really. I mean, tell me you're not scratching your head right now. But I go through a lot of body lotion. And perhaps with that in mind, my standards for hydration in the body lotion realm are maybe a little bit higher than yours might be. So maybe you'll love the Pixi one, but and it's expensive body lotion. This I liked. I did like this. I like the original Nivea, but this absorbs nicer because it's like an actual fluid. So if you like to get out of the shower and while your skin is still damp, moisturise, it just locks everything in a little bit better. This is you want because it's not going to leave you kind of all greasy. So before we talk about Skin and Me, the thing I was using just before Skin and Me was the L'Oreal Pure Retinol Night Serum. I really, really liked this. This was like a milky serum. It didn't feel, it felt kind of hydrating. I don't know if that could be possible. I don't know, but it felt hydrating. It was nice, absorbed quickly. This was my first kind of foray into retinol and I was using this at the beginning of last year. And I used it probably for the first 3 months. I just used it kind of here because I watched the videos and I got the retinol peeling and it faded and that was all fine. And I really, really liked it and I was going to buy more. And then my friend told me she was using Skin and Me. This is not sponsored. I've never been contacted by Skin and Me. I have subscribed to this myself for like 6+ months. And I've even signed up my daughter now and it has been amazing for her acne. Mine specifically was to fade my melasma, which is so much better than it used to be, to the point where people actually sent me side-by-sides from my vlogs, because I often vlog with no makeup on, and you could really tell the difference. It was crazy. Like from up here, I've got, the mark is like here and here, and then around here, and kind of down on my cheeks a little bit. It's not dark, but it could get very dark. And the difference from just using this for like 8 weeks was just incredible. So I'm going to use this for the rest of my life. So I'm just putting this in here because I have tons of empties of this. I'm still using it. I'm not really using any other skincare, just a moisturiser and a cleanser, which also makes it difficult to do this because I don't use that much skincare anymore. I used to talk about skincare all the time and there's not that much to talk about anymore because it's just one product. I do have 2 things that I want to mention. One of them was absolutely fantastic and I was going to buy it again and then I'm like, do I need to do that if I'm now using this? So this is the Perricone MD. I got this in my FabFitFun box a few months ago, and then I looked up how expensive it was, and it is expensive, but it was really, really fantastic. I was going to buy another one, and then I was like, I don't know whether or not the ingredients will play well with my Skin and Me. So I've looked it up online. Honest to God, prepare yourself. £79. This is 30 mil. £79. It's actually £55.30 on Look Fantastic right now, but still. Although a few people told me that sometimes they have them in TK Maxx and a lot of the time they have them in QVC, so if you're interested, look out for it there. It says on here, Revive Skin Youthful Radiance, Skin's Youthful Radiance with the anti-aging. These are the ingredients that I can't say. From Perricone MD, a nutrient-packed skin firming moisturiser with a rich velvety texture. And it says it's got antioxidants, rapidly absorbs through the skin, delivering age-defying and anti-inflammatory benefits. And it's supposed to target wrinkles, fine lines with intense hydration and leave like a beautiful face behind. I think probably I could use this with my Skin and Me, but I would want to just double check. I'd probably email them and be like, these ingredients, is this cool? It's expensive. It's super, super expensive, but it's one of very, very few moisturisers that I've used probably in the last 10 years that I thought, that's really, really good. Another thing that I did purchase, now this has since been sent to me because the packaging is new, but the Ole Henriksen, or sorry, I think it's Ole Henriksen, Transform Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturiser. Years and years ago, I had lots of minis of this in like travel-sized products that I brought back from Sephora. I can't talk anymore, it's quite late. Shouldn't be filming in the evening because I lose the ability to form words. I tried lots of little minis of it and I was like, this is really, really good. It's really smoothing. I think this is in the days before I was using like chemical exfoliants and things, which again, not really using anymore because of the Skin and Me. Don't want to mess too much. If I over exfoliate, I peel. So in the days before those things, I was using products like this and I would go, oh my God, that's absolutely amazing. And really what was amazing about it, it had those like peel things in it. So it had like an exfoliator of some kind in the same way as the Pixie Glow Tonic absolutely blew people's minds because they hadn't used a product like that before. I wasn't exfoliating regularly. And so when I used something like the Sheer Transformation Moisturiser, I was like, oh my God, my skin looks absolutely amazing overnight. And I was completely sold. Once you get into a skincare groove and you're using these kind of products on the regular, then you pick up a product like this that you used to love and it just doesn't give you that wow anymore because you've used all of those special ingredients and it's not new and exciting anymore. It's a little bit like the first time you used a face scrub and you're like, oh my God, my skin feels so soft. You were less excited the next time you used a face scrub. So there are some products that over the years I've loved and then since have gone, I don't love it that much anymore, because it's not as new and exciting. And unfortunately, that's what this was for me. I was really excited that they were going to send me another one. And I thought, oh, I used to love this so much. And I once in the Black Friday sales bought a really, really massive one. And I really did find that it helped with some pigmentation that I had at that point. My unevenness, everything. It just made me glow. It was incredible. And I've since realised that obviously I can get that from other products. And this maybe wasn't quite as exciting. So just putting it out there. This is why people's opinions change sometimes, and sometimes the product hasn't changed, sometimes you've changed. Your experiences with skincare, your actual skin has changed, or you've already kind of ticked that box in your routine, and so it's just not doing what you want it to do. And that is everything that I've used up in the past few months. I will definitely have more to come because I've got so many products, so very many products that I need to use up. And if you are trying to limit your spending this month, I just go into your drawers, go into your handbags, go into all of the places that you might have stashed away beauty products, pull them all out and remember what you've got, especially handbags. It's a great time to go through your old handbags and find lipsticks that you'd forgotten about, because if it made it into a handbag, you loved that lipstick and it's going to feel brand new all over again.